time not behind the Blue Jays, behind the Yankees, and actually they're a half game behind the Baltimore Orioles, and they're tied with Seattle, if I read the standings correct.
No, you're correct, which is bizarre. And by the way, ESPN and every other publication has stopped putting out wild card standings. Like, you have to do it, like, by league. I can't find the actual wild card anywhere.
Go to MLB.com.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. Thank you. No, but Stoney, it's weird because they lost 4 of 5 to the Minnesota Twins, but yet somehow, some way, they gained a game in the wild card race.
I know.
Because they were 3 out coming into the weekend series. They should have won the second game with the doubleheader. They should have won on Saturday as well. They blew both those games. Where am I? I just want them to make the postseason. So they're 2 back right now. It'd be great if they caught the Yankees, the Birds, and you mentioned Seattle. That's where I am. They're not pretty good.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to explain to you. Yeah, it's nice. There are certain things that are pretty cool. You know, like the Candyman and Castro hitting over 300. Miggy finally had his hitting streak stopped at 13. But, you know, it's good to see him hitting the ball. Not power, but hitting the ball. In the bullpen for the most part, if your name is Joe Jimenez. Jimenez actually pitched a decent inning yesterday. Failed him this time, you know, especially in those other games that you mentioned.
Oh, yeah, Cisnero
yes.
or Gregory Soto. A bullpen by committee, closer by committee, usually doesn't work.
No. I'm really starting to like Brian Garcia.
Yeah. Well, throw him in the closer role. Let's see what he can do.
I think he's a keeper. So school started for some people last week. Some people the week before, but a lot of people, everybody starts today, or at least, you know, those who didn't start. You know, many are virtual, some are hybrid, some are, you know, you're off one day, you're on another day. It's crazy. Now, Tom, your kids went to school already, right?
No, they start today.
They start today. All face to face?
Yeah, so it's elementary. They still have the virtual option, and some people are doing that. They're all in the same school. Since Kelly works at the school, she is taking them with her, and she has to be there earlier than most of them, than the students do. So they'll be getting there at their normal time, but the students really don't arrive till almost 9:30.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a 6-hour day, 6-hour to 15-minute day, and they're hurting the classes, basically. So the classes stay with each other, but they try to keep them away from everybody else, other than the bus, and anytime that they're close to each other, they're going to wear the mask. I don't know. I thought last week, I was off when it got announced, and I didn't work Friday, but when they approved football and all that, to me, that's a significant sign that something's changing here. I just don't see Whitmer, you know, reversing course on something so significant like that in gyms and all that stuff, and so it gives me more confidence with the school moving forward. But we'll see. I've been pushing for this and I've wanted this, but I'm skeptical.
I saw, speaking of football, I saw a tweet last night saying that they changed something where even in the game now they have to wear masks.
Oh,
yeah.
Why are you going to do that?
I don't know.
The players have to wear masks?
Yeah,
like a real face mask?
I'm gonna check my feed again. But a few high schools tweeted out that things have changed as people prepared to have to wear masks during game.
Well, I'll say this, having gone to Cedar Point and worn it the entire day, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
I'm sure.
You know, if you go to the gym, you have to wear one.
I know.
The entire time.
I just don't think people are going to do it, and I don't think it's going to be enforced. I really don't at the gym.
It's up to the manager of the gym whether they're enforcing it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
They're not going to have, unemployment's down. Let's hire some gym police.
I think it is pretty hard to do a full cardio workout wearing a mask. I've tried. It's not easy.
I would think it would be disgusting how wet it would
be.
Yeah, it gets, the whole mask gets it's damp, you know?
You'd want to wear one of these. They'll make this, they kind of are anyway, like they're disposable. You just wear them once and throw them away. That's what somebody
that's what I was wearing.
That's what somebody should invent, damn it. That way, the real thin kind. Just like the cloth ones, God. You'd have to wash them every single day.
Yeah.
If you're going to wear a mask while you're treadmill running.
Have a rotation.
Yeah, exactly.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're good to go.
I mean, we had our fantasy draft yesterday, and some of my friends, they're not letting their kids go to school, or their district's not opening and stuff, and then some of them were like, there's no way this season's happening with the NFL. we're all going to know what's going on here in about 30 days.
Yeah.
I know, there's going to be a signal of all this is going to work or it's not.
I think the NFL's they don't care. Unless there's a major outbreak, they're going to say, look, we got extra guys on the practice squad. We're going ahead.
If there's no NFL, we're back to March, basically.
Oh, yeah, it's major depression around here. All right, our telephone number is 248-539-9797. That is also the ticket text number. Coming up later in the program, we'll be joined by Evan Jenkins. Tell you what's going up on 971theticket.com. And our series continues. We're up to number 29 today. Some pretty good ones. I think I know who's going to win, but some pretty good 29s over the past years. We'll figure that out. Heather has news coming up next.
Oh, I sure do. And I'm going to tell you why you need, or maybe not you, obviously, but people need to stop doing these over-the-top gender reveals.
Oh, yeah. Damn right. 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by White Heating and Cooling. There's a little bit of light rain moving through the area, but so far accident-free. Coming up later this morning, weather permitting, there's planned road work involving single-lane closures for 96 eastbound from Beck to nearby roads, also in 96 Jeffries westbound at Levan. I'm Michelle Penny with traffic.
Michigan, the coronavirus pandemic has put us all to the test. And now, it's time to put COVID-19 to the test. As we move forward, testing will be critical. We encourage anyone who has reason to get tested to do so. Those with symptoms and those without. If you are leaving home and going back to work, get tested. If you think you may have COVID-19, or you've been exposed recently through family, friends, or coworkers, get tested. Our test locator tool can help you find the right testing site that fits your needs. Even if you're looking for easy access with no cost, no prescription, and no appointment necessary, we've got you covered. Help Michigan move forward, not backward. To find a testing site or learn more, visit michigan.gov/coronavirus-test. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
If it sounds like there's 1,000 bees in your air conditioning building a nest, don't hesitate. Call the experts at Flame. That's Flame Heating and Cooling. Go online now to flamefurnace.com or call 888-234-2340. That's 888-234-2340.
Wherever your family calls home, Blue Cross is here for you. By supporting and building healthy communities in every zip code, we're providing a healthier future for all of Michigan. For 81 years, we've kept this promise to help strengthen our neighbors, to stand by their side during the moments they need us most. We're here for it all, and always will be. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card. To learn more, visit hereforitall.com. Whether it's 2 a.m. on the weekend, or you just need a second opinion, Blue Cross is here with more ways to help you access the care you need. You can call our 24-hour nurse line with any questions during those early mornings, or schedule a virtual doctor visit to get that second opinion. Anytime, anywhere, we are here for it all, and always will be. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card. To learn more, visit hereforitall.com.
A job's about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. For my plan, 50% of emergency small business relief would be reserved for the smallest businesses to recover from the economic mess we're in and to rebuild the economic future our country deserves. We can't just build back to what it was before. We have to build back better. We truly want to reward the work in this country. We have to ease the financial burdens of care that families are carrying. To start, every 3- and 4-year-old child gets access to free high-quality preschool, and low- and middle-income families won't spend more than 7% of their income on child care for children under the age of 5. Advancing racial equity across the American economy. Building wealth for families of color. Building a future worthy of their courage and their ambition. Just imagine if we could truly unleash their full potential. I'm confident we can do this. I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.
Whether class is in school, at home, or a little bit of both,
Staples has everything you need to start the year right, and all at amazing
counseling headphones.
This week, Staples 2 pocket paper folders and 1 subject notebooks are an incredible 10 cents each. Now that's a back-to-school deal you don't want to miss.
Shop in-store or pick up curbside. School on, save on at Staples.
Ends 9/12. Limit 6. In-store only while supplies last. Curbside available in most stores.
Indeed knows a lot of small businesses took a hit recently and are busy trying to figure out plans for the future. So if you're hiring, it means finding the right people is more critical than ever before. Indeed will help you find the quality candidates you need while only paying for what you need. Claim your $75 credit to get more quality candidates fast when you post your first job at Indeed.com/high-impact. That's Indeed.com/high-impact. Terms and conditions apply.
This is your alarm on an ordinary vacation.
Hello, ma'am. This is your wake-up call.
This is your alarm on a real vacation. Go on a real vacation. Go RV. Take the wheel at your nearest RV dealer or at GoRV.com.
For muscle pain, body aches, to strains, Blue Emu Maximum Arthritis. It works fast and you won't stink. Its unique formula with emu oil penetrates deep to relieve arthritis pain, sore muscles, joints, and more.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Mortgage rates are at an all-time low, and now is the time to refinance. Giving our clients 5-star service is our #1 priority. Call 248-308-5000 or chat with us online, davidhallmortgage.com.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
97.1 The Ticket and CBS Sports Radio 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The Kansas City Chiefs host the Houston Texans. Thursday night football. Pregame at 7:30 on CBS Sports Radio 1270.
All right, the weather for today, if you haven't figured it out, it's going to rain most of the day. High of 64.
Come on, it stops at like noon, doesn't it?
I don't know about that. It says it's a 100% chance of rain today is what I'm looking at. Tomorrow, high of 73. Well, stop. Okay, it's going to be less chance of rain in the afternoon, down to 35%.
Not that you care, but I have a tea time at 2. We got a big match, so.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
You gonna do updates?
Yeah, probably not. I don't think anybody gets it there except for me.
It's also back to school day, so people don't want to have to go take their first day of school photos out in the rain.
Oh, that's right.
I've been seeing so many of them. Even if people are doing the virtual school, they're still going out on like the front porch and taking their, Susie's first day of 2nd grade or whatever it is. Those little signs they all hold. It's so cute.
Exactly. All right, Rieger, just to be safe with you on weather.com. Okay, so it's 100% right now because it's raining. It's going to go down to 35% at your tea time.
Oh, good. Okay, we got a chance.
Not too bad.
Probably cart path only, though.
That's fine.
It's going to be wet. All right, enough of that. Heather, what's going on?
Well, you guys, as protesters marched in Detroit on Saturday, a controversial statue was defaced. Police say not only was a bag placed over the General Alexander Macomb Monument at Michigan Avenue and Washington Boulevard, but the statue was also spray painted. So now, Detroit Public Works is working to remove the words slave owner and land thief from the statue, and they do say police are investigating.
So I guess that General Macomb was a slave owner at one point?
He sure was.
So
You nailed it.
So does that mean we need to change Macomb County to something else?
Well, Macomb County was named after him, so yeah. I don't know. Some people may want to see that.
Yeah, I read something over the weekend that the mayor of Washington, D.C. wants to get rid of Washington Monument. Change that name?
Oh, I didn't see that. Really?
Really?
I did not know that. Interesting. Okay, so one of the multiple wildfires that is burning in California was actually started by a gender reveal party.
Oh,
guys, okay? And it sparked the El Dorado fire in San Bernardino County. The fire started at Saturday morning, right around 10:23, and since then it has burned down more than 9,000 acres. Yes, and it's just 7% contained. So it doesn't show any signs of stopping anytime soon. Obviously, the fire is still under investigation. The family is working. They're cooperating, but they could face several charges and some massive, massive fines. 4 counties had to be evacuated because of this particular fire. And they had to call out, hundreds, 600 personnel were deployed to try to put out this fire.
This proves my point. Just wait till the baby's born to figure out what the change is.
Or open the envelope that the doctor writes it down and do something where you open the envelope, or even the little cake cutting, that's okay, where it's like the inside of the cake is pink or blue.
Especially that. They could have altered. Sorry, listen. It's like 110 degrees out here.
Yes,
okay? Maybe we'll just do something a little more low-key, even though we got our pyrotechnic smoke machine.
So was it a girl or boy?
I don't even have that answer.
If it's a boy,
I don't even know.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a boy. They say, what do you want to do? Grow up, Dad. Son, I want to be a fireman.
Yeah, exactly. It's destined. But yeah, they could be facing millions of dollars in fines. And this isn't the first time this has happened. That's why people need to learn. Because this happened in Arizona. A huge wildfire was started there. That family owned, I think, $8 million. Remember, I think a year ago, there was a woman killed by a gender reveal. They used something that like exploded. It was basically like the cake was basically like some sort of small bomb, and like something flew off the cake and killed grandma. Yes, I'm serious. Stop with these over-the-top gender reveals. So speaking of the wildfires, more than 2 million acres have burned down this year in California, which unfortunately sets a new state record. So a spokesperson for the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection says that the most striking thing about this record is how early it was set, with the most dangerous part of the year still ahead for wildfires. So it sounds like things aren't going to get any better. September and October are historically the worst months for fires. And they say the previous record was 1.96 million acres that burned in 2018.
Yeah, so
it's
my
so sad to see.
lives,
Does he really?
My brother lives in San Francisco, in the area, and he just recently moved. He can't even leave his house. The air quality is so bad. Now, he's one of the lucky ones that, thankfully, this isn't affecting him. But if he goes outside, like he actually went outside for me. We were at FaceTime yesterday, and the air quality is awful. The situation is awful.
It's so sad. It's so devastating. So Paris Hilton has a new documentary coming out next week. It's called This is Paris. And in it, she alleges that there was widespread abuse at her former boarding school. She's been talking a lot about this, so you may have heard some of the stories already. But in the documentary, Hilton says that her tumultuous young adult life was the result of everything she experienced at this boarding school. Verbal, emotional, and physical abuse for 11 months while she attended Provo Canyon School, which is in Utah, and it's actually a boarding school for troubled teens. And she says that the trauma has left her with anxiety, trust issues, insomnia, and she goes out to detail some of the abuse that she experienced while she was there. Not only herself, but I believe she brings on some other students that she hadn't seen in all these years who also went through the same type of abuse. She said that she was yelled at, beaten, forced to take unidentified pills, and she was once made to take her clothes off and spend a day in solitary confinement.
I saw part of I don't remember, TMZ show or one of these shows over the weekend where she was interviewed. That was incredible. Now the problem for her or people who might be trying to get compensation, the school's been sold to other people, so they're saying this went on before we were in control, and this has never happened while we took over. Who knows?
Right. And who really knows, though, because apparently in the documentary it alleges that the local police received 56 calls about assault and 25 calls about sexual offenses at the school between 2011 and 2014, after the school had already been sold to these new owners. So the documentary is claiming, hey, the new owners knew about this as well. Yes, exactly. So could be interesting to see. There's a Texas mom who actually suffered some really, really nasty burns after the hand sanitizer that she used caught fire. So she had just put on some hand sanitizer and then she went to light a candle, okay? And I guess the flame made contact with her hand with some of the sanitizer that was already there, and it ignited her body in a matter of seconds. Literally, her body went up in flames. She said her whole hand was on fire, and then in a matter of about 5 seconds, her whole body was consumed in flames.
Well, I imagine if her hands on fire, hair,
What a horrible story.
Oh, horrible.
She had to be taken to the hospital, and she suffered burns on 18% of her body. Wow. Remember, I don't know if you were bigger or not, but there was another story recently. This was in like several months ago, but there was a woman or a person who had hand sanitizer in their car, and their entire dashboard, basically the car blew up. The bottle caught fire, and the whole dashboard of the car just basically melted.
Was there a moral of the story here? I mean, should
The moral of the story is that they
sanitizer in our car?
No, there's specific sanitizer, I believe, that the CDC has said, hey, do not be buying this specific type of hand sanitizer. That's what you want to look out for. There's a whole list out there. Make sure you're not buying that sanitizer. I think it has a higher
Rumor
alcohol.
has it that car was very clean, though.
Yes, it was very